Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to a 1v1 on Twin Beaches. In the north we have Momo4sho, here to run an entertaining match for you for sure. Fighting here for America, freedom, democracy. Here with the 1st Armoured Division, 3rd Company here, tasked by Patton himself to dismantle the German presence in this area and open up for future assaults. In the south they have Sir John Harrington here forming up with the German army. The 90th Panzer Grenadier Division here, ordered to halt the American advance no matter the cost, or bad things might happen. So we got Panzer Grenadiers moving forwards here. The TK bolt action rifles. Well equipped there. We got the Sauniers out here. We've got armored right away here for Momo4sho. We got Italian infantry here for Sir John Harrington. The Sauniers swiftly moving forwards to the grease guns in hand. Up north here, scouts are pushing forwards as well. Steady as it all goes. Got those Panzer Grenadiers southwards here, swiftly advancing towards the southern victory point here. Maybe going ignore bush strip for the fuel point. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast. And a big hearty thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with, the YouTube algorithm. So, steady approach here. Heavy assault near build, which are also becoming a bit more popular as of late here from the Americans. There seems to be a variety of builds and openings there. We also get a bit of unusual here from Sir John Harrington. He's more been focused on bikes, but he's going for a lot of Panzer Pioneers, some actual Panzer Grenadiers, and of course the 250 half-track. Swiftly down sandbags here with his Panzer Pionier. Schnell, Ludwig, before the Americans arrive. Or worse, the British. What's worse about the British? You seen them? And the teeth? Anyways, the Sauniers moving forwards here. And we got the light support company here for John Harrington. 250 after them moving forwards for the fatherland. Swiftly rolling ahead. First shots fired here. Close to Mount Bacon. The Sauniers moving from two sides here, pushing back the Panzer Pionier as they desperately look for some transportation methods to get out of the direct line of fire. The Panzer Sauniers here as they move forwards for the M3 grease guns. Panzer Pioneer nearby also joining into the engagement. We got the light support coming forwards here. Momo keeps up the assault on the half track, getting some shots in there, slowly whittling it down here. First 2 casualties down, and they are in fact in favor of Germany as the assault needs to take heavy losses. They quickly though turn on the other Panzer Pioneer squad, of course. Momo realizing, hang on, these guys are not in an armored half track. Why don't I order my men to shoot at those guys instead? Which of course turns out to be a stroke of genius. We've got a weapon support center here and the mechanized support center here for Momo4sho, so likely looking for a fast upgraded half track here, which does seem to be something that's been experimented with some USF players now. I think that's in part because they're just tired of all going for the infantry support center, so they kind of go for the mechanized support center sort of half track openings like that. But I think in a more competitive setting you wouldn't see that too much. But anyways, the Sauniers popping in and taking aircraft from the half track. Both Panzer Pioneer squads already on help. There you go. Veterans 1 getting the half track, allowing the troops inside to at least, finally open up the glove compartment with all the medical aid. Like, why can't we open this before? Well, regulations. Regulations? Yeah, the ends of German army, This isn't the, American army. So anyways, up here, Sauniers getting ready. We got that weapon support center at the ready as well here for Momo4sho.
Territory sector out of contact.
Always at the ready there. And again, expecting the M16 half track here to put pressure there on Sir John Harrington, who's going for the assault grenadiers. The Sauniers popping out here the lighthouse, having done enough reconnaissance there. Quickly shifting north to deal with the enfolding threat here in the north flank. We got scouts and then Sauniers there, quickly expanding freedom and democracy there. But there you go, Panzer Pioneer counter-attacking there inside the half track. M16 almost done, of course, right now. Sir John Harrington has no real counters to it.
Assault grenadiers are reporting in.
Of course, he will likely call in a Panzerjäger squad here, but otherwise he has no real way of dealing with the M16 at the moment here, which Momo has very skillfully here rushed out at a very aggressive pace. That is quickly going to head southwards here. Panzer Pioneer there about to run into some trouble here. And there you go, swift engagement, M16 gate going loose of its 450 cals here, ripping into the Germans at close ranges there. We got the mechanized company there upgrading as well at the same time. An interesting choice here. I would have figured he'd cancel that and, maybe go for something to more directly counter this before it utterly eats his infantry there. Like an American in an all-you-can-eat buffet. Which, this is about as close as you get to it, actually. An all-you-can-shoot German buffet when they have no anti-tank weapons nearby. Just getting a wipe here. That's going to hurt Sir John Harrington and the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division here in the early game. And there it goes. Scores the wipe. Meanwhile, Mechanized Company almost done. Assault is pushing down here from Mount Bacon that has been cut off there. Nice maneuvering there, at least by Sir John Harrington there. Got the fuel point back after getting harassed there by Momo. Laying down mines with his assault units, and we got bazooka teams. Since Momo is obviously anticipating there's going to be some kind of vehicular counter most likely to his M16 here. And there you go, we got Quassatori, but also the L640s, likely indicating all that he's going to probably try and use the Italian tanks to then counter the M16 and turn the tide that way. Though, having said that, that's still like about 2 minutes out here. So it's going to take a bit of a while there for him. Got the assault grenadiers pushing in. Going straight in for the assault grenadiers, pushing them back here for some well-laid heavy fire there. Up north, the M16 with Scout supporting with the Panzer Grenadiers. More assault grenadiers bringing in for Momo. Panzer's doing with the Canyons. The assault grenadiers closing in further and further. South here. Wing with the half-tube. Upgrading this to 250-9, which of course could also deal with the M16 to a degree. Mines going off in the Germans somewhere. At least by the sound of it, there you go. We could see another wipe here on the German forces here from Momo4sho. 2 wipes in the early game is going to be quite horrific here for the Germans. 250-9 pushing back the engineers here with its 2cm autocannon. Its Kampfwagenkanone 30, which would be pretty much used on all, or at least most of their armoured cars. Well, of course, they would experiment with other guns. A lot of the time, end up with going for this one in the end. There you go, pushing up towards the hill here. Bazooka team, they're hiding around the corner. Momo was anticipating that something's going to come after they again his M16, and he was very correct there. And this, of course, quickly forces the German player to withdraw his armoured car, since he has no real intent of, getting that blown up. That would be a bit of a waste of resources. Sorting using up, he's closing in on the L640s here, and there we go. Calling in a pair of light Italian tanks. Immediately upgrading both of the Lancia Fiamme. So he's either hoping to just hunt down the M16 right away, knock it out, and then get the flamethrowers ready, or he's got some other plans. Because once those flamethrowers up, they're going to do nothing against the M16. So, and I'd say that M16 is a massive headache here for Sir John Harrington and the Germans. Almost pushing forward, hitting a mine again. Momo's mining is so doing quite a bit of good. There you go, spot the assault engineers. Flamethrowers about to get ready. Second bazooka team for Momo in response to the arrival of the 2 light Italian tanks, but then proceed to start to incinerate his men. There we go, a lot of firepower there being delivered. And the assault guns get wiped. A massive loss again for John Harrington. He really seems to just taken this M16 very lightly to a degree I do find a bit surprising. Pushing up here, Scouts being pushed back there. Further north, German forces moving in. L640 falling back alongside the armoured car. Almost so far though, looking fairly strong, though it's not like, his opponent hasn't been hurting him back, but the crucial part is, it's just been bleeding elements, whereas in the case of Sir John Harrington, he's got full wipes here. And there we go. Almost had his first wipe here on Momo, but fell short there. He's using, I think, the armoured car there, trying to draw away the bazooka fight, allowing the tanks to then move in here, and maybe finish off the bazooka team here. And if you get the wipe, that obviously would help him out immensely. There you go, he does score it. Second bazooka team moving forwards here. Using that again, second light tank bit as bait. Let's draw far away from the one and more health to do more damage. But there you go, smoke deployed here. Sharp maneuvering there by Momo, though. Where did that smoke come from? That must have been from Sir John Harrington and research then, because the M16 can't deploy smoke. Neither can the bazooka team unless it's white phosphorus. So there you go. Sorting's pushing up the south here. Both the town tanks withdrawn here. The German player is in a tough spot, but it's not like, again, he's not like giving Momo like no resistance at all. It's just he's paying a really high price for it. Like, he's really willing to accept some immense losses here to an almost Van-Ivan-like degree. Pushing himself to the 2 light tanks, Captain Sonya's here. Lead tank here, veterans run so far. There he goes, so just push back. Here's the 2 light tanks there, just utterly incinerate them. These will not be the only light tanks. The tanks are actually equipped with flamethrowers. I think one based off their Tankette, which actually also saw some light usage. Bazooka team moving up. I don't know if the flamethrower tanks also serve as the Germans. I know the regular light tanks did, and some even saw service in Normandy, acting as reconnaissance vehicles for a Fallschirmjäger division of all things. Got minesweepers, obviously Momo quite concerned about possible mines from his opponent, plus The Minesweeper kit also provides a repair boost, so there's obviously a bit of utility there as well. Back at base, we've got Allied War Machine up there. Nothing further there for Momo. Otherwise, light tanks being repaired. So John Harrington is holding on, surprisingly, despite a small force here. There we go, Panzerjäger's out finally. He's probably realised he needs to deal with this one sooner rather than later, because it's definitely bleeding him out very heavily.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
And there you go, going straight here for them. Scout team push back into a mine there. Light tank there, suffers engine damage. Bazooka team there, they're trying to fire off here. Do get some shots in, but more crucially, they take a lot of actual fire and they get wiped. Bazooka dropped here. That's a good help here for Sir John Harrington, the 90th Panzer Gunner, showing half rushing forward. See M16 there, could be the next target. Going in there, and to get his hands on that bazooka, that would obviously also help out the German player, but whether or not he can actually manage, that's another matter entirely. Light tank dispatched here, almost got the M16, smoke the port there, giving the Panzerjägers in sight there, a few more shots in there, and he does get them almost half take down. This is getting much better now for Sir John Harrington, until of course we look here at the tank depot going up. At which point, things are suddenly looking a little less great here for the Germans again. Bazooka team are going for it. The other one. Got Panzer moving up. Again, high stakes game is still being played by the Germans, but he is fighting fiercely. And he's definitely putting in a lot of effort. Panzer squad, he needs to withdraw there. He's going to lose them. Again, his infantry preservation is, you know, not good at all. Pushing him down to his 2 infantry squads again. Like, he needs to really work on his preserving his infantry better. This is not ideal. Meanwhile, Momo has, comparatively, while he's suffered some losses, he still has a lot more going for him than his German opponent has. And there you go, light tank just going at it. Spewing out massive amounts of fire there and retreating Americans. Assault needs moving forwards here. I'm guessing Momo is just sort of hoping to somehow draw away the actual fire there, but that's obviously not panning out for him. The Bazooka team had still have a high risk getting wiped out inside of his own base. No, healing getting happening there. Got the other flamethrower tank plus the Panzerjägers moving up. 105 Sherman here for Momo. South side here we got another pair of Italian tanks called in. That's 4 L640s. And the timing is like right as 105 Sherman arrives. I mean, any kind of Sherman honestly would have been terrible here, even the M18, but still really rough luck there in a sense. That is great here for Momo. Like, I know in a way it's obviously not, but again, how on earth is his opponent's going to counter his Sherman with like Italian light tanks? Like, the Panzerjäger's obviously doing some damage here. Got the Bazooka teaming up here. Yeah, this is overall looking a bit dicey for Deutschland. Pushing in here again, looking for some damage. Italian light tank hitting a mine, engine blown out. Going for that cutoff point. So, right now he needs tank destroyers, and he needs tank destroyers bad, and of course he still needs infantry. Got another Bazooka team there for Momo, which is basically where he's suffering most of his losses, but they are comparatively cheaper to replace. It's kind of working out there.
We shall double our defensive efforts of the Italian
tank running forwards here. Panzerjägers there in the line of fire are rapidly routed here by the advancing Sherman. Bob Roberts of Wisconsin there leading the way against the Germans. Ooh, charging right at the Bazooka team there. That's coming against the tank satchel charge. And there you go, kaboom. Bazooka team routed, need to fix that quickly. 2 Italian tanks with the damaged engine, no Marder yet here out of Sir John Harrington. So needs to try to fix up the Sherman. Here we got the tanks being repaired. And there we go, we also got the Marder feed there on the way for John Harrington and the Germans. L64, they're being fixed up. But what they can fix. Alright, just weld what you can. Whatever that is. This thing's got more cracks in it than a Bulgarian highway. Does the Bulgarians have highways? Maybe. Mines being laid down there. Clearly anticipating again another dive here from light tanks. Really fearless play in a way from Sir John Harrington. Of course, to the extent he has to be that. Like, he has to, like, look for any gaps, like, just... make an opening here against Momo. But he needs to be careful, doesn't become too predictable in a way. Marder's right, meanwhile got a Hellcom away from Momo4sho and the Americans. Light Italian tanks are swiftly withdrawing here. Marder free there, out. Early model has arrived, which was equipped with a converted soda anti-tank gun, which the German designates the Pak-36R. In fact, heading the entire system for designating captured enemy weapons. But in fact, for some of the Soviet PPS-841 was known as the MP717R. Good shot there from the Marder right into the Hellcat there. We've got Bazooka teams following up, light tanks withdrawing. More Marders here for Sir John Harrington. The lack of infantry, I think, continues to be a bit of a problem for him. Map control-wise, again, despite, just significantly less stuff going here than Momo, he's holding up fairly well. Momo, though, is obviously no slouch either, despite the very aggressive tactics and strategy. He's not intimidated. He's, I think, making a series of very sharp, decisions here in the face of what's going on there. Also, arguably, at least avoiding some of the more meta stuff there. So that's also impressive in his own way. Light tank there just zooming off. Well, he's trying to zoom off as much as he can while being hit with 76mm arm-piercing rounds into the engine block. Sherman holding back here. 90th Panzer Division was a bit unique in that it had a mix of Italian and German equipment in some cases. It even, as a Panzer Division, it was supposed to have Stugs and its Panzer Battalion connect to get those. It actually got Panzer IV, amongst other things. Plus, it had some Aventus, amongst other things as well there. So, sort of how the supply situation was in Italy for the German army there. They had to make a lot of substitutions, improvisations. Light tank there knocked out. Another Panzer scored up, which does mean he's got more infantry, though obviously nothing can really tackle Momo's infantry head on. He also got easy hits as an option now for Momo4sho. Like he's going to go for one as soon as he has the fuel. Marching around the gate, having fun with Sherman. Good shot there. In the south here, light tank in pursuit by the Italian, the Hellcat there. Pop smoke, disengages as Momo's attention is elsewhere. Can he escape with the Italian tank in the south here? No. There's a bit resounding. The Panzer's Marder here going for that Sherman. After the helmet, I want to see it in flames. Could we, not do that from a distance? Maybe. But there you go. Got the Sherman. That's going to hurt Momo a bit, obviously. But at the same time, it's not like there's a lot of, great targets, for instance, against John Harrington doesn't have a lot of infantry, a lot of support weapons. Of course, there's the light tank that's still going to, hit like a brick house if it hits, which of course is the, big important element of that sentence, if it hits. Bazookas in there pursuing in, light tanks falling back, half taking repairs. Back here we got the M18 Hellcat falling back in there. Go light tank against the bazooka teams. Quick shots fired. Bazooka teams being routed. White faster strike being used here to push back the light tank, cover the withdrawal there. Shot move there by Momo. And there goes Sherman easy on the way, which of course with fast deploy. And War Machine is going to be hitting fairly fast and fairly cheaply. In fact, it's going to be almost as cheap as a Panzer III. Which of course in a sense does make some use economy, but just balance-wise is less ideal here for Sir John Harrington, the Germans, if it does go for a Panzer III. Another bazooka team here out. Putting him up to 3 of those. Swan using eastwards. Mines being laid down. Moving straight ahead. There goes Sherman going in. And Swan is following up here as well. Got Guasatori. So he is starting to, make up some infantry losses. Telemines could be a really good investment here for Sir John Harrington, actually. It's going to help, make the tanks a lot easier to deal with. Might even, take out some. Oh, going in way too hard against the bazooka team. He takes a full face of bazooka fire there. L640 there. Surprisingly durable in the face of that many bazookas. But only for so long. Panzer's moving from one side here. Bazooka team there. Caught in fire and smoke. Are quickly forced back here. Panzer's putting up a desperate defense by the road here. As it looks like he's trying to flank around here and catch, the Americans from an angle they aren't quite anticipating. But I think he's realizing this is not going to work out there. There you go, man, to beat the Sherman force. Bazooka team there, almost incinerated, but one poor bastard managed to get away. There will, of course, the rest are very much barbecue. So again, despite a really unfortunate, you know, series of developments here, John Harrington is still like punching way above his weight against Momo. And another Marder free here. Can't blame him for that. Rossitory heading southwards here. Got the M38 Berettas there going at the assault units in the south. Breeze guns responding. It would also develop later models of the M38 which were notably easy to produce, as the original M38 Beretta was fairly work intensive, which meant they were both slow and expensive to make. Which in a wartime is not typically what you're looking for in a submachine gun. There you go, mine spotted, but there you go, Hellcat engaging. Third mod ready here for John Harrington, and the 90th Panzer going to show Panzer Pion under fire here from the American armor. Marders are lining up to form up a small platoon here.
Our territory is in enemy hands.
Panzer's running out north here, Sortney's moving forwards. 331 to 358, picture points wise, it's fairly close between the two sides. Panzer's getting snapped and shots in the bazooka team. Hellcat 250 chapter him big bet as well there. There we go, Sherman flanked. Got another Hellcat out there for Momo4sho. Probably would have expected more Shermans, to be honest. Moving forward here, do we see any telemine still? No, and he's apparently able to upgrade his tanks to the active grab points there. I have now Marder there caught with the Bazooka team swarming 40 town tanks and half team rushing out. He's basically doing this. Note again the way he deployed smoke there, just to cover the draw here off his Marder, but he's got a bit caught up, and another thing's mean he doesn't get pulled enough back here, so he can still push through the smoke and then fire the bazookas. There we go, guarded. Meanwhile, Hellcat's now going for the Marders here, isolated. Good move here by Momo. L640 moving in, perhaps something to block there. But it's not working out. Then again, a lack of telemines, despite having ample munitions, does make it a lot easier for Momo's Hellcats to raise him and say, had there been telemines around here, both Hellcats probably would have been gone. Instead, one Marder is down. He does get one, both Marders to go down, but he's only got one Hellcat to show for it. So that ends up being notably less than ideal here for John Harrington and the Germans here, but of course quite ideal for Momo. Meanwhile up north here, light tanks going for this sort of news here. Guasatori there, forced off as well. A hectic mess of a match so far. And one versus John Harrington continues to be an absolute just vicious fighter. We got the Panzer Commander actually going up now. Bold choice at this stage. Actually going to move for some kind of armor. Could be armored reserves though. Stukes of Penta Force here could be an option. Tiger tank at this stage is going to be a bit of a tall ask here. Light tank hitting a mine here, but there you go. Another light tank finally goes down here as Momo exacts vengeance upon it with a full-on bazooka ambush, or bazooka execution.
305mm batteries have fire coordinates.
30 cal on the way, and we got Obicha Barrage here just to keep from pursuing here. I think there's a bit of a flaw here, as you can see, and Momo's, I think, more than highlighting it, just take a slightly longer path and intercept the L640 anyway, so I feel like that's just a massive waste of munitions, again, that could have been expended on telemines. So, Panzer Commander here, done for Sir John Harrington. Bazooka teams keep moving forwards here. L640, despite the damage engine, is making good progress. 250 after, and they need repairs. Sherman needs some light repairs. We got here the Hellcat moving forwards. Light tank, they need repairs. Bit of quiet there, Momo's base. For now, he's got plenty of manpower, not so much fuel. You could consider building a fuel cache, maybe.
Our strategic point is being neutralized.
Fixing up the stuff.
We must push back.
Could go for Panther. He could also try a Flak 36, but at the same time, to do that just versus Sherman and the Hellcat, that would still leave a lot of infantry to just walk all over him. So in a sense, the Panzer III is probably in a way his best bet, but even then it obviously got some bad... Oh, we actually did have a telemine up here. Sadly, and unfortunately for him, he doesn't have like a great way to explode. There you go, dash in with the Panzerjäger C, but now 30 cal there, it's going to make it hard for him just to pop out the Panzerjägers to finish it off. But looks like he's going to try it anyways, because, well, he doesn't have much of an option anyway. So there you go, telemine there pays off for Sir John Harrington. And there you go, Panther's almost on. If he can get rid of the Hellcat, his Panther III, while still obviously going to be outgunned by the EC8, does have a slightly better chance here. 30 cal trying to do the Panzerjägers allows the Guassatroid to move forward here. Really good push to an extent here. Well, as good as can under the current circumstances for the German player is actually going off here, which is certainly impressive. Panther III arriving, Guassatroid going for the Bazooka team. 30 cal there pushes back the Panzerjägers. Light tank routing the other Americans. Bazooka team pushed off here by the Italian Assaulters. And we got the Panther III here pushing forwards for Deutschland. But versus Sherman EC8, it is definitely outgunned. And it will require a lot of support here. But yeah, I definitely think he needs to like just lay down as many telemines as he can. Like even if like Momo sweeps most of them, like even one telemine going off can still have like, you know, big effect there on his opponent. We got the howitzer there ready. Light tank there being forced off. So what will we next here for John Harrington? I'm guessing more Panther IIIs. Sneaking up there against the EC8. Landing another hit here, but very rapidly has to withdraw this again. Not exactly an equal engagement unless he can just keep scoring rear and side hits. And Momo just keep maneuvering his tank around so he can't get a clear shot at the Panzer III, which would be exceedingly out of character for Momo4sho. But again, note the way he's using his tanks like constantly hunt down like isolated infantry squads. But there you go, they're about to not be isolated as the second EC8 moves in there. Rat Pit, of course, meanwhile, they're just slightly annoyed with the Panther III. And there you go, another Panther III for John Harrington. L640 just beating out of there, zooming away. Guassatroid the Bazooka team here by Mount Bacon. Panzerjäger spotting Bazooka team, smoke deployed.
300 points remaining. Say again.
And there you go, spotting here the Sherman there. Panzerjäger's opening up solid with the Sherman. Panther III firing in as well. Mines being laid down there by Momo4sho. Very good. And we got flamers up there. I'm a bit surprised they didn't get upgraded sooner, considering again he has been laying down a lot of mines. And there you go, Panzer Pioneers here about to get wiped out with the Sherman. But there he goes, John Harrington remembers and withdraws. We do get a cash here for Momo on the fuel. Thumbs up. Probably just going to use that to turn out more Shermans. And there you go, fresh Panther III here for John Harrington and the German army. Sherman there withdrawing. Possibly even link up with the first one. Because right now, whatever chance like Sir John Harrington has of this is going to be like catching one of the Shermans isolated, swarming him with his tanks before the other tank can arrive here. He might be hoping for the southern one here because of the way he's laying up mines. So he hope that Momo's going to rush in the tank from the north and then drive it into the telemine. We'll have to see what happens there. But telemines are definitely going to be like, you know, one of his key assets here versus his opponent right now. And he just isn't laying down a lot, unfortunately. Like, again, he has laid down some, but the overall number, I feel like, remains not ideal, in my perspective. Pushing back the Sherman there with the Panther IIIs. So he's taking a few hits, his scout sneaking out. And up north here, straight into a mine. Got the victory point, they're in a neutral at least. Victory points wise is still fairly close. And we got a third Panther in the way for the Germans. EC8's not going down both at the same time. No telemines here to bait the Shermans into either. Up north here, the assault is not going smoothly here for the German players either. Momo's got plenty of troops nearby, never mind the machine gun. And we got a recovery tank here now for Momo4sho actually working on the Sherman. Good golly. Meanwhile, the other two setting out here. Panther III saying northwards. L640, which is still alive, by the way. Now pushing northwards as well here. Hoping to maybe wedge an opening here. But Momo already is seeing through here, so John Harrington, like he's transparent and glass-like, shifting his tanks here. And goes straight for the L640. And possibly any Panther IIIs here. So John Harrington, seems to be misclick here with the Panther III. Meanwhile, Bazooka teams, I think, are following up. Yep, catching the other Panther III being repaired. but not enough to do enough damage here. And there you go, 3rd Infantry arriving here. Armor building on both sides. Punching is about to go down. And white. Another stinging blow here to John Harrington. Sherman there's got the hunt is fixed up here by the recovery tank here. The M31, which is based off the M3 Lee. Improvised armor there on the way for the tanks to make them even tougher here for the, Panzer III tank to penetrate. EV's upgrade, thumbs up. South side here, white phosphorus rockets being employed here, of course, to try and mess with line of sight, also prevent any push. What's going to do with that Panzer III's group there? Looks like it's going to head for the southern bazooka team there. We got 318 versus 215. The gap is growing here. Got mines being laid down there by Momo, and again to John Harrington, comparison feels like it's just not laying down a lot, if any. There you go, bazooka team though on the receiving end of 3 Panzer III's. Will the 3 members of the bazooka team survive? No, they get utterly wiped here by the Panzerkampfwagen 3 push here. Reasonably well executed maneuver here. L6 northwards. Going straight for the bazooka scout team in the south here, and they are swiftly forced off. L640 diving in here in a near suicidal maneuver here, but is able to quickly escape here. Panzer Pioneer getting shot at. Panther III's down from the south. Is he using it as bait to maybe try and draw away Momo's attention from the Panther III's? What is going on here? Panzer Pioneers got forgotten here, and unsurprisingly got utterly exploded there by the Americans. Armored Reserve seen him moving up. Tiger tank, I think, would be way too optimistic if it's John Harrington. Maybe it's Dukes, maybe it's a Panther IV. I don't know. Still no telemines except those. Plus the Troy is about to get wiped out. Panther heading northwards. Smoke deployed here, but the problem is it's not going to be hard for Momo to guess where they are. So, yeah, he's just using it as maybe cause Wolves think they're going to stick around and then retreat, hoping they don't wipe out his men. Panther's Murder could get a blinding shot in, and what? Tear shot hit. Ah, too late. Panther III's going northwards, going for the isolated hunt from Sherman here. Really relying on his speed to try and catch Momo as flat-footed as possible.
Heavy armor research complete.
Another Hellcat out here though for Momo. Infantry that was being utterly annihilated here. Down to just 1 Panzer squad, the 3 Panther III's they took out the Hunter from Sherman. Nice rush there, but again, Momo's forces are significantly outnumbering him. And what is he going to go for next? Will it be the Stukes? Will it be the Panther IV? I mean, a Panther III call in this point would just, well, be silly, so I don't know. They did make it cheap, but they didn't really make the Panther III call in a lot more appealing, to be honest. And there you go. We actually got the Stuk call in, pushing up to 3 Panther III's and 2 Stuk III's. I was wondering, the Stuk III comes in the name because it was based off the Panther III chassis. Fun fact. Telemann actually went off in the Sherman. Oh dear. Machine guns on the way for the Stukes, but they need support. They very badly need support. But there's no support for them. Oh dear. Sniping there at the bazooka team. Shots going off there. South side, we got the Panzers moving in on their own. The Sherman there getting swiftly repaired here. Missed opportunity, of course, for John Harrington, though he probably wasn't aware of it. Again, considering his tactical approach, I really would have expected a lot more telemines. I think they've been giving Momo a lot more trouble, and again, might have given to John Harrington more opportunities slam back at Momo here. Got the Sherman heading southwards here. 2 Hellcats, 2 Shermans, 1 recovery tank. Hellcat there, Sherman there flanking the Panther III. Stukes remaining here in the centre up north. Now the Panther from the northern victory point. We got 318 versus 134.
Territory sector lost.
Definitely a bit of a find here. Heading north of the forces there. Panther III's almost got the northern victory point, at least they're in a neutral.
Establish a connection.
Second Panther moving up here. Stukes charging him right to the bazooka team here. And never mind, they're not even having the machine guns firing at the bazooka team, which of course means they're going to be even easier targets. South charge off here, another Panther arriving. We got artillery called in here, another bitch barrage. Stukes about to get knocked out. berserker teams there. Get wiped on retreat there. Small win for the German player. Meanwhile, armor tank from the south here. Stooks can't easily maneuver. Panther-Fees are definitely also a bit isolated from this engage as well here. So Momo, of course, has a golden opportunity to deliver a smashing blow here to the German Panzerwaffe here. Panther-Fees now swing around the hill here, catching the American armor from the rear. The Stooks trying to keep up the Hellcats are just circling around here. Panther-Fee down, Stook down. Didn't get any of the Hellcats so far. Might get one Sherman. Got it. Can he get the Hellcat? The answer to that seems to be 9. And that he's down just a Stug 3 and a Panther-Fee and some Panzerjägers. He did definitely inflict some kills there on Momo overall, but just not enough. Far from enough. But he's still in the fight though. I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking he can turn this around with, because he can't exactly just call in another Stug group or Panzer 4 at this point. There's a significant cooldown on that, so I am not entirely sure how he intends to, like, you know, salvage this. If he intends to salvage it, to be honest. Now there's 7-6 from Germany, EC8 there for Momo4sho. Got 3 on the 5s on and 2. We got another Panther-Fee there for the Germans. Sonya's been engaged here by the Panther-Fee on retreat. They say there's a good chance of getting a wipe. But at the same time, is this going to be a wipe he really is going to help him at the moment? I think the answer to that's going to be no, because those means the Hellcats can always just hit the Panther-Fee and then hunt it down. And it's not exactly a lot to cover its withdrawal here. We do get a bit of smoke there, but again, in the face of a dashing Hellcat. Yeah, Panther-Fee down, even just for the Stug. Panzerjägers with another Panther-Fee in the way, but he's still, like, significantly outgunned, and his armor is, you know, about to all blow up again.
The fight continues.
Hellcat swinging, EC8's flanking in there, and there you go, another Stug kaput, Panther-Fee moving up. There we go, EC8's there engaging the lone and isolated Panther-Fee here. White phosphorus yellow off as well there, Hellcat on the way. Armada being on the way there. I mean, there could be another Hellcat on the way there for Momo4sho, to be honest, but there we go. Let's just take that as the GG. There you go, game over. A brutal win here for Momo. Some impressive moments here for John Harrington, but there were definitely some moments where he just, you know, wasn't quite firing all cylinders. His infantry preservation had issues. I don't think those second L640 call-ins were quite what he needed there. And the lack of telemine several times, I think, again, just really didn't help him. And there's definitely, I think, a lot of other calls where he just, like, you know, I think he went in too aggressively, too reckless to an extent, which again made it easy for more to him back. But really, that lack of infantry at times, I think, really hurt him. Plus the lack of telemines. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. Hope it gives you some matches. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a family. And as always, you can support the Propagandacast by donating on Patreon. Every bit helps me keep making all these wonderful videos. So cheers, everyone, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.